Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. Today we are on Saren, my witchy magical island. Today we are going to be doing a pumpkin patch on this island, right here in this little blank clip space. It's next to the area I built last time. I went ahead and moved some stuff out of the way, and then I decided to start up my island designer app. And I realized for this I needed the dirt patch, so I had to go and get it real quick. And I was trying to lay out where I wanted the pumpkin patch to be, but eventually I decided this method was just not working. And eventually I decided to just change tactics, because that's kind of what I do. Then I decided I'd probably clean up the fossil in the way, and then I was just like, I need to add some water. So I just went ahead and started building this little pond, because I want to have this island that has a lot of water on it, because waterscaping is one of my favorite things to do. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's irritating when it doesn't go the way you want it to look, and you accidentally fill up the pond when you mean to destroy the land. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot more than clipscaping. So I do want this island to be a lot of water, because in my mind, a magical little forest needs a lot of water and glowing stuff. Sorry, I am just rambling while you guys watch me build this pond. And then I decided to go grab some stuff, and I tried to use this tree bounty arch. Eventually I do give up on it because it just doesn't look very good. Thought about building these clips next to the arch, so you have to go through the arch to get to the incline. Don't get too attached to the clips. I don't end up keeping them. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background, she's kind of barking. I don't know, just with that, it just looked a little weird to me, especially with that one clip being so small and I didn't have a choice in that matter. So I don't end up keeping them, so just a heads up. I decided to try adding water to make that look like it going somewhere. But I don't think it really helped the situations with the clips. And here I am destroying the cliffs because I didn't like it. So I changed tactics, kind of, and started doing a clip behind the pond instead of next to it, thinking that would make it look a lot better. I didn't know for sure how big I wanted this to go, but I decided to just make it as close to the end of the cliff as possible. I don't know what I would put behind there otherwise. There's Murphy listening to KK concert. trying my best not to talk during the whole thing so you guys could just vibe with the music and watch me do the boring stuff like terraform. Please let me know if you prefer me talking through the whole speed build or only talking when I have something to say about the build. So you guys could just vibe and watch what I'm doing. Because a lot of stuff on this island is pretty self-explanatory. Add cliffs, add flowers, stuff like that. And of course adding water. Okay, and I decided to add the waterfall so it doesn't look like it's going nowhere. And then I have to add my path, because how will people know where to walk? Sorry if you hear my dad, he was kind of loud a minute ago. But anyways, and then I decided to start doing my pathing where my pumpkin's gonna go again. Since I had the pond and the cliffs out and my pathway, I had to start working on the main part of this build. I wanted to do a pretty large pumpkin patch because I want this island to be kind of for usable purposes. Like pumpkins are required to customize the spooky day items, so it'd be nice to have all the colors as the option to customize them. And I didn't want to do it boring, like completely color coordinated, so I was trying to figure out how I was gonna plan it. I don't end up having enough pumpkins plants, so I do have to pick my pumpkins to plant them and just water them and time travel to get the 3 pumpkins. My favorite pumpkin color is the white ones. They're just so cute. And then I decided to add these storefronts in front of the cliffs because I thought they gave a farmy type vibe and they are cute. And I decided to do the giant vine in front of it. And I do want to add some seating because I can't just have the whole island with no seating. I mean, I could, but the villagers won't be able to act cute. Or has a place to sit when they walk across my island. So, I did add the vine bench in my little farm. And then I decided to start adding some wheat fields because I do want to use some wheat fields on this island. And what better place to start will be the farm. And I added the garden bench. It's one of my favorite benches in the game. Very pretty. And I just jumped back and started planting my pumpkins again. Because for some reason I just cannot finish one task before I completely try doing another. I would just want to do something in the moment. See, here I am forgetting about my pumpkins again and planting some trees. And then I went ahead and got some more pumpkins to finish some of this out. And there I am picking the pumpkins because I ran out of pumpkins. But giving me Nook Miles, so it's not all bad. I need to go to some more treasure islands to get some more butterfly models. I am running kind of low and this build made me realize that. And then I decided to go ahead and start watering them so I could get the 3 pumpkins. And then I accidentally shook the tree. Good thing there wasn't any wasps in it because that would have just been my luck. And then I jumped over to the benches to add some more flowers, and the only custom design I really have to fill in space is the paw prints. So until I get more, that's what I'm using. And then I started adding some more wheat beals, flowers, shrubs. And then I did a cute star clock I just turned around. Then I decided to add a pumpkin here. And then I watered it. Some glowing moss. And then I had to pick up my storage trash so I could work in this area. I had this spooky tree I kind of wanted to use, but I didn't want it to feel out of place, so I had to pick it up. And I had to get some more materials, and I decided fencing existed, so I had to use a spooky fence. Because I don't want you to be able to go behind this cliff. I'm not planning on really decorating behind it. These small areas is always going to be like, probably going to be plants and more plants because they're pretty hard to decorate with actual items. Then I added the water pump because it's a farm, so it needs to have some farm type items. I added another pumpkin there just because, why not? And then I added this cute little Nova light. I had this mush log that I didn't know for sure how to use or if I should use it. So I've been playing around with that. And then I have this glowing moss stool. I don't know how well it fits, but I think it looks fine. It could be just like a little rock or something. I did want to make the stool be able to have access to it so you could sit down on it. So I kept going back and forth to make sure when the shrub is grown, you could go back and sit. And Murphy was my friend during this build. He kept on sitting on the furniture and chilling out with me. I was trying to figure out how to put this glowing moss pond down, because I didn't want it to look weird, and it was just not fitting there as well as I wanted it to. Try to pick it up, try adding this giant vine there, and I had to keep moving my storage shed. I keep putting it in the spot I'm trying to build on. I decided to try putting the glowing moss pond there in this little corner instead, and I thought it ended up working out pretty well. I did want to use it. It's a pretty cute item. And then I got some butterflies. I realized I haven't really used any bug models on this part so far, and I want to use butterfly models everywhere. And there I am trying to figure out if I can put the mush stool there. I end up leaving there for the time being, but again, don't get too attached. I end up not liking it, picking it up. There we go. Cause I don't know. I thought it was kind of a dark color for what I was working on in the moment. Cause I don't want the island to be too dark. So I decided to plant a tree, some more glowing moss stuff, my mush lamps. Had to put Smurfy out of the way. Then I found this tiny library that I thought would be cute here, because witches need to be able to have access to books so they can learn spells and stuff. And then I got some more farm items because I wasn't feeling farmy enough. I got the hose and the garden, whatever it's called. And then I found this wooden box I decided to stick behind the tree and put the lamp on it. You could barely see the lamp, but that's okay. I like using shrubs and furniture to block off areas I don't really want you to see. Or areas I don't really want you to be able to get to. So I use shrubs a lot. And then I decided to jump back to this cliff because I haven't started it yet. First, I decided to start planting trees, figuring out where that's gonna go. Then I had to go and get some more trees because I didn't really carry a lot in my pockets. When I pick up the hardwood trees, I need to make sure it doesn't have apples on it, because I don't really want apples scattered throughout my island. Then I'll hop back to the cliff and start planting some more trees, because top of the cliffs I think needs to be really green, even though my whole island's pretty green. And of course, I don't really expect people to try to get on top of this cliff. So I started making it as small as possible so you can't really walk around. Now this frog model that I wanted to add on the cliff, since it is near water anyways. And I started to try adding the spooky tree. I found a cute spot for it, so I went down there to look how it looked on the ground level. And then I decided to add some vines to make it more overgrown. And then I tried adding something that lit up. I decided on the Nova light. And then I wanted to add a glowing moss balloon for some height and something that glowed. And then I got stuck, so I had to climb down and climb on the other side. I decided to add the small mushroom platform to put a butterfly on top of it to like it's flying in the sky. I did customize the log stool and decided to put it on the cliff and added a star clock on top of it. Because I think my problem was that it was just too dark for and would just seem out of place. And I hopped down off the cliff, went down to see how it looked, and then I started putting clear cuts and designs on the back of the cliff so you won't be able to see. Then I decided to work on blocking it out with a shrub, and then I started adding glowing marks in the parts that you probably could see when you walk down the stairs. Then I blocked it out with a fence, and then I put another shrub in front of the fence. And that's finishes up the pumpkin patch. Sorry I was all over the place in the video, but I think it turned out pretty good. It's just hard to voice over these kind of videos sometimes because all I'm doing is planting a pumpkin, some trees, some flowers, and just a repetitive motion. I think it looks really good, really full, lush. Like a magical little pumpkin patch. And I could still access the pumpkins. I could pick them, do whatever I want. Oh, and I did get Rattle in a villager hunt I did off video. I think he's cute, and I want him to be kind of like a scientist, doctor, or alchemist kind of villager. I'm gonna pair him up with Petrie eventually. And this is my current lineup. I still need to hunt for Petrie because I do want her to be a team with him, and I already have this build I want to do for it. So hopefully I get Petrie soon so I could do this build as soon as I can, or as soon as I get a space I want to do it in. But until then, this wraps up my speed build. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.